Hi everybody, Shana Karpeles here with CA Bar Style. It is now July 23rd, 2018. Tomorrow is the first day of the July 2018 California bar exam. And I wanted to reach out to anyone taking the bar tomorrow, especially my applicants who I've been working really hard with over the last 2 months. I'm so proud of all of you, and I know how hard this journey has been for a lot of you. So I'm just so proud, really. And let's rock this. So some final tips for game day tomorrow. And really this applies to everybody. This is free advice. And it's going to be really good advice. It should be really useful for you. So please pay attention because we got to get you to put this thing behind you. Number one, stop cramming. It is right now about 7:30. By the time I post this, it might be a little bit later at night, the night before the first day, your writing day. Please stop cramming. At this point, you know what you know, okay? Hopefully you've prepared well and you've gotten as much law in your head as possible. You only need to hit 65% of what they test. You need to hit it right. So you know what you know. You can get 65, let's even say 70% of your answers correct. You can do this. So try and get a good night's sleep. I have my female boss shirt on for all of my female applicants. And for my male applicants, there you go. There's the male boss shirt on for all of you rooting for my male applicants and all male applicants out there as well. Because you got this, you're the boss. And so you got to walk in tomorrow with confidence. You have to fake it till you make it, even though sometimes walking into that exam, you could be really scared. I only took the bar once, but I will never forget walking in Pasadena into the exam, so nervous, so not knowing what to expect, and just really hoping that they tested the areas that I knew really well on the essays. So I want you to walk in with confidence. I want you to be focused and don't worry about anybody else. There's going to be a lot of people around you. Some of them are going to have, maybe some stress going on or kind of giving out that energy of just being in panic mode. Don't let that faze you. Don't let your mind go there. Stay focused, go into the exam, and be ready to go. In the morning session, you'll be getting your 3 essays. In those 3 essays, take them essay 1, 2, 3 at a time. You don't need to go to essay 3 and see what they're testing. It doesn't matter. You will get to it. I mean, if you want to just peruse and try and figure out what subjects they've tested, fine. I think you don't have the time to do that. I would take it 1 question at a time. So go question by question. Watch your timing. Be focused. Don't worry about the person sitting to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back of you. The proctors can be a little bit intimidating. Take it 1 question, 1 hour per essay, and focus in on the call of the question and what they're asking from you. You have done, especially in my course, so much practice. You will see repetition of the issues that we went over in class, and in your practice, you know this. You got this. If you see something you don't know, take a moment, try and put yourself into the context of an attorney and say, if I was a lawyer handling this case, what would be my causes of action? What would I be arguing for here? What would be defenses potentially that would come in? Go one by one, IRAC them properly, don't lose your formatting, spend some time on a good, eloquent analysis, conclude and get out and go on to the next issue and finish each essay within an hour. Do not go over time, complete the essays, and don't run out of time. Now, if you find something that you do not know the answer to, and you really are pushing, you feel like you're kind of even BSing a little bit, that's okay. You can get points somewhere else. So keep going no matter what. That is fundamental to passing this exam. If you allow something to stop you, to make you stumble, to penetrate your mind and make you feel like you can't keep going, you're losing points and time. You do not have time to do that. So if you find something that you do not know, I'm in court sometimes, the other side kind of, blindsides me with an argument and I've got to come up with something. do as good of a job as possible on it and get out to the next essay, and you can gain points there. But don't spend an hour and a half trying to figure out what they're testing on essay 2 and then miss the points that you could maybe gain on essay 3 in an area that potentially you know better. So you always will keep going. Now, at the end of the 3rd hour tomorrow, you will take your lunch break. There will be a lot of know-it-alls around you. They know what was tested. They know what issues came up. They know what crossed over. We don't listen to those people. The people that are the know-it-alls at the bar typically do not know crap. So we don't listen to them. We don't let them throw our psyche off. We don't let them throw our focus off, especially if we didn't hit those issues. They saw real property, we saw torts. They saw criminal law, we saw civil procedure. I mean, I don't know how that could happen, but I think you get where I'm getting. I think you get where I'm going at with this. Do not listen to anybody during the break. Go off. It's okay to just go by yourself, have your lunch. Maybe you have one friend you're there with. Clear your mind. Don't start panicking about maybe what you missed on essay 1 or essay 3 or a defense or an exception that you missed. And try and have a nice light lunch. Get some coffee if you drink coffee or tea. Get a boost, get a protein smoothie or something like that. Maybe a juice, power juice. I'm serious in this strategy to what you put in your body. You got to fuel your body and go in to the second part of the exam with that same confidence that you entered into. Everything from the morning session in the second half of the day, in the afternoon, is now blocked out. You're not thinking about the morning session at all. In the afternoon, you are focusing only on essay 4, essay 5, and the performance test. Do not do the performance test first. Go to essay 4, then go to essay 5, and then do the 90-minute performance test. Spend an hour on each essay. Watch your timing. If it's an evidence racehorse question, watch your timing and your initial issue spotting. Make sure you know your timing scheme. And when you get into that performance test, because the PT is worth 2 essays, get whatever points you potentially missed on essays 1 to 5. This is where you've really got to push it like you've never pushed it before. And you got to get those points. You got to eat them up. You got to focus on what the task memorandum is asking from you. You got to know if you're persuasive or objective. Utilize the library if you were in my course like I taught you to. Utilize the file. Utilize every fact in that file if you can, in the mechanism of the highlighting that I taught you. If you weren't in my course, you can highlight every fact that you use as you're writing the performance test, and anything left over at the end, try and find a space for it. Every case is relevant. Every statute will be relevant if they give you them. Watch your tone, watch your timing, and don't forget, even if it is a client letter, a demand letter, or an opinion letter, you are still always in IRAC format. Do not forget your structure and IRAC the elements out of the case law. So be careful with your PT. Don't lose your stamina in the second half of tomorrow. Stay focused, stay confident, keep blocking out everybody around you. If the woman next to you is having an all-out panic attack, if the guy to your right is, one woman during my test was shaking the table the entire time. And I don't like that. I like to study in quiet and do an exam in quiet, but I had to completely block it out. So utilize self-control, utilize your focus and your inner peace. I know that sounds kind of kooky, but you've really got to pull from a lot of different places to really keep that focus, because this could be, really high stress situation, but you can tackle it. You've just got to allow your mind to stay focused on what your job is tomorrow. You are going in tomorrow to perform a job, and the job is to give the examiners what they want. So if you're in my course, it's everything that I've taught you. If you prepared another way, I wish you the best of luck as well. Hopefully you prepared well, which I'm sure you did, and go in there and just kick it in the you-know-what, all right? I wish you all the best of luck. Let me just see. I want to make sure I hit all the points. Yes, get a good night's sleep tonight, all right? Get a good night's sleep. Try to, and wake up tomorrow fresh, have a light breakfast, and go in there and show them how it's done. Be lawyerly, be assertive, and really show them that you are ready to be an attorney in this state, which I know every single one of you are. I wish you so much luck. If you want to text me, if you were in my course during the break, and let me know what was tested, I'd love to hear about it, and I'll be waiting. Good luck.